everybody. Welcome to the Baby Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. Mike Thompson here with you as the Saints get ready to take on Houston-Tillotson University here in this home of the conference opener for Red River Athletic Conference play. Saints coming into this one with a record of 7-1 on the season as they come away with a 3-1 victory on Tuesday night against Texas Lutheran University. Saints in that one, led by Natalie Fazio, had 11 kills and 3 aces. Anissa Rivera also had 11 kills in that matchup. Tijana Kruta with 7 kills and a 62 attack percentage the other night. Anissa Thomas, 28 assists on 2 aces. And Marquez also 21 digs that night, 2 aces. Sadie Ballesteros, the freshman, 7 kills, 8 points of the match. Bailey Hubbard, the All-American from her freshman season, 9 kills, 2 solo blocks. Team had a total of 9 aces in the game and an average of 246 on the attack percentage against Texas Lutheran. Saints coming up here against Houston-Tillotson tonight. Saints are 23-1 all-time against the Rams, coming down from Austin, Texas. As Houston-Tillotson founded back in 1893, coming in here with a record of 6-3 on the season. Last season they were 28-5 and got their only victory against the Saints last year in the match in Austin. Saints they are led by Coach Dan Banke, who in his 5th season with an 80-51 record overall. And at last 3 matches, as they've lost 2 in a row. As they had lost 2 in a row, lost to Park 3-1 back on the 6th. Then on the 7th, lost to Dordt 3-1. Then came back later that afternoon to knock off Benedictine College out of Kansas 3-0 in that one. So losing actually 3 of their last 4 matches. But coming in here, they've had some tough opponents, as the Saints have as well. Saints coming in here, this home matchup is they are 97-29 all-time here at Mabee Gymnasium and are 47-3 since 2015. As we get ready for the start of this one, Saints are going to need to have a lot of strong work at the net by their hitters, as they'll be going up against one of the nation's top blockers, and Kiana Gaines, who's number 19 in the conference, averaging just under 1.5 blocks per game. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after the national anthem and the opening introductions for this Red River Athletic Conference showdown between Houston-Tillotson University out of Austin, Texas, and your Olu Saints. You're watching the Saints volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back, everybody. Baby Gymnasium here on the campus of Our Lady of Lake University. This first Red River Athletic Conference matchup of the 2019 season for both the Olu Saints and the Rams of Houston-Tillotson. For the Rams, out the squad tonight, number 1 out of Richmond, Texas, senior outside hitter Brianna Domino. Number 2, sophomore, defensive specialist and center out of San Antonio, Alyssa Garcia. Number 3, 5'7" from Houston, Texas, defensive specialist libero senior Mir Tillman. Number 4, sophomore from Lamarck, Texas, Valencia Barrett. Number 5, the senior out of Laredo, Texas, Annabelle Bustamante. Number 6, senior outside hitter from Houston, Tiara Thompson. Number 7, sophomore from San Antonio, Danielle Pavlicek. Number 8, the senior out of Katy, Texas, Kiana Gaines. Number 10, the freshman from Austin, Texas, Kiana Chapman. Number 12, out of Houston, 5'10" senior, Tatiana Tyson. Number 13, junior out of Katy, Texas, Adna DeAndre. Number 14, sophomore from San Antonio, Savannah Garza. Number 15, freshman, 5'7" out of Fort Worth, Texas, Kasani Horse. Number 18, a freshman from Rio Hondo, Texas, 6-footer Taylor Gomez. Again, head coach is Dan Benke in his 5th season with an 80-51 record in his career there at Houston-Tillotson. And for your Saints, number 1, the junior outside hitter from San Antonio, Kalani Kitchens. Number 3, freshman center, defensive specialist from San Antonio, 5'5", Valerie Bolanos. Number 4, the sophomore from Albuquerque, Texas, libero, defensive specialist, Alyssa Marquez. Number 5, junior from San Antonio, Amanda Esparza. Number 6, junior from San Antonio, Anissa Thomas. Freshman from San Antonio, number 7, Angelina Martinez. Number 9, freshman outside hitter from San Antonio, Sadie Ballesteros. Number 11, senior from El Paso, Anissa Rivera. Number 12, Ashley Maldonado, the sophomore out of Laredo. Number 13, out of Bar, Montenegro, the sophomore, Kiana Cruta. Number 14, freshman from San Antonio, Journey Dimas. Number 16, 5'8", junior, middle block out of Helotes, Texas, Bailey Hubbard. Number 17, senior from Plano, Natalie Fazio. And number 20, sophomore, defensive specialist from San Antonio, Nicole Beffer. Head coach is Scott Matera in his first season with the Saints, 7-1 with the Saints, 104-95 career record for Coach Materas. As we get ready for the start of this one, Saints come into this one as a team ranked number 4 in the NAIA in service aces per game at just under 3 a game. Natalie Fazio is ranked 7th in the NAIA in service aces a game at almost 1 a game. As Cruta right behind her. So those are the top 2 on the team in that category, with 21 from Natalie Fazio and 20 from Kihana Cruta, the sophomore from Montenegro. Sports Information Director Patty Constantine. I have an article coming out on Kiana Cruta, the sophomore, who, when the Saints played their tournament up in against Bethany earlier this year in Kansas, played against a former teammate from the Montenegro national team. Best friends who grew up together, same town, mother's close friends, and how small the world can be that 2 young ladies from Montenegro who come into the United States to play college volleyball, one in Texas, one in Kansas, and they will meet and they met and played against each other in Kansas. So a great story coming from Patty Constantine on that one. Keep an eye out. You go to the website www.olusaintsathletics.com for more information on all that stuff there. And men's tennis continue to play at St. Mary's Quad Meet tomorrow down the road there on Culebra Avenue there at St. Mary's University. Volleyball team, a quick turnaround. Tomorrow we'll be in Dallas at 1 o'clock to take on Paul Quinn. Women and men's soccer will be in Belton tomorrow to take on the University of Mary Hardin Baylor. And on Tuesday will be the Halo Cup as women's soccer take on St. Mary's here at the Olu Soccer Field. Again, for more updates on Saints activities, go to the website, www.olusaintsathletics.com. Follow the Saints on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. Use the hashtag #OluVolleyball. As we're underway, push down there. Set up by Thomas, over to Fazio. Fazio gets it, and it's going to go just wide of the line there, and the Rams will take a 1-0 lead there. As Pavlicek will send the serve over and miss hit by Kalani Kitchens, and the service ace there for Houston Tillotson, who will take a 2-0 lead here in set number 1. Rams picked to win the Red River Athletic Conference in the coaches' preseason poll. As Kalani Kitchens, it's Jihana Kruta put that one down there. And the Saints will get on the board. And Natalie Fazio now, the serve, the senior out of Plano. Again, coming up, the team leading 21 service aces on the season. Set up on the side block there at point for the Saints. As Brianna Domino tried to get in there to put that down, and nice job there at the net by Rivetta and Kruta. 2-all the score. Kept alive and put over the net by Gaines. Back to the line, sent back, just punched back over the net. Gaines will send it back over. Kept alive Marquez. Thomas sneaks it over the top. Kept alive, pushed back Marquez. Thomas sets back Rivera. Back, kept alive there by Pavlicek. Over the top, Thomas. Marquez puts up, sent over the top there by Ballesteros. Around Gaines, blocked there at the net. Kept alive. Fazio back deep, will send it over. And just underneath the reach of Pavlicek. And the Saints will take a 3-2 lead now. So 3-2 Saints here lead here in set number 1. As Fazio's serve. As be long service error. As Fazio picks up her 13th service error of the season. Esparza will come in now for the Saints. And serving is going to be Chapman. Chapman over the top. And it's going to hit the floor just past the reach of Ballesteros. Chapman, the freshman from Austin. 5 service aces on the year. And there, Kruta puts that one down. As Kruta with the point there, had 7 kills on Tuesday and a .462 attack percentage for the Saints against Texas Lutheran. And now sets back to serve. As 1 service ace behind Natalie Fazio for the team lead. There's a side block to the net by Hubbard. Domino sends it back. Kept alive there. Nice dig from Esparza. Across over to Ballesteros. There at the net. Point down on the blocking error. And the Saints take the 5-4 lead as Kruta back up now. Kruta serves. Going to be a service error. That's something that haunted the Saints a little bit on Tuesday night. And right now, 2 here in this first set on back-to-back servers. Tied at 5. And Alyssa Garcia, the sophomore from San Antonio, a bit of a homecoming here to serve. Up top, Thomas. Back over the top, and it's going to be a point as 2 touches on the violation there from Ballesteros. So 6-5 lead now for Tillotson. It's Garcia. 1 service ace on the year. And now Rivera over the top of the fingertips of Domino, but kept alive. Domino sends it back. Thomas all the way across to Ballesteros. There at the net, down point for Ballesteros. Ballesteros, a big night on Tuesday. 7 kills for the freshman from here in San Antonio. He's averaging just over 2 kills a set or a game this year. 189 attack percentage on the season for the freshman. And that's set down by Domino. So Domino comes in tonight's net match with 88 kills on the season and 2.8 per game. And an attack percentage of 109. Domino now serving. Number 2 on the team in service aces on the year was 7. Thomas around to Hubbard, and that's blocked at the net. And that's blocked by Adna DeAndre, the junior from Katy. And so a 2-point lead now for Houston Tillotson. Domino up and over. Thomas all the way across. Ballesteros set back. Marquez, Ballesteros now. Domino, Garcia sends it across, and that's going to find its way over as Tatiana Tyson, the senior, gets the point there for Houston Tillotson. Now a 3-point lead here in set number 1. Domino serve over. And sent back down, kept alive, and put over by Esparza. Back it goes and just past the reach of Marquez, and a 4-point lead now for Houston Tillotson. So Domino to serve again. As the Rams on a bit of a run here now with Domino serving. Thomas sets across by Ballesteros, and that's going to be off the reach there of the libero, near Tillman. And the Saints will break that run there of Houston Tillotson and now trail by 3, 10-7. So Kalani Kitchens now to serve. Natalie Fazio back in at the net. At the line by Tillman. Sent, and that's going to go in. Right there on the line by DeAndre. 4-point lead. Tillman to serve. As Gaines back in now for Tillotson. Sets back over to Hubbard, and Hubbard puts it down. Junior Bailey Hubbard with the 9 kills on Tuesday and 2 solo blocks for the Saints. Now the serve coming up by Marquez. Kept alive by Domino. Sets up. Back on the side. And snuck over by Thomas. Thomas all the way across. Over to Fazio. And that comes off and into the net. And they're saying that the Saints came into the net, and it's tough to see, but there was also a possibility coming in there from Houston Tillotson. It looked like Gaines was close there and Thompson as well. Where Tyson was at the time. So now to serve is going to be Annabelle Bustamante. Bustamante's serve, 4-point lead for Tillotson. Fazio sets back, up and over there, kept alive Domino. Again, blocked at the net. Bustamante, all the way back, gonna go long. And point for the Saints there is going long with it with Savannah Garza. And the Saints within 3 now. So Anissa Thomas to serve. Thomas, setter of the week for the Red River Athletic Conference. 283 career sets, sent back down, rejected at the net. Up and over, point, Saints. As Rivera and Kruta owning that side of the net for the Saints. Thomas now to serve. Up and over. Bustamante sets back as Gaines will send it wide. Saints back to within 1 now, trailing 12-11 here in set number 1. Tillotson picked number 1 in the preseason coaches poll. Saints picked in 3rd. Bustamante sends over, finds its way down there is Garza. So Garza will give Tillotson the lead. A little cushioning there with a 2-point advantage now. As Danielle Pavlicek will check back in, and she will be serving. Pavlicek's serve is over. Thomas puts up. Rivera right there to Tillman. And foul and a whistle and 2 touches coming there from Bustamante. And the Saints back to within 1 now. As Natalie Fazio back to serve here for the Saints. She sends it back, Domino. Bustamante around to Domino. Domino and off the reach there of Marquez. It's a powerful shot coming from the senior from Richmond. Domino, the point leader for Tillotson on the year with 104.5 this year, averaging 3.7 a game. Over the top and not able to keep that one alive. As touched there by Chapman, and point for the Saints, and the Saints back to within 1 again here. Tiana Kruta here to serve. On the top, set up by Bustamante, sent back down by Bailey Hubbard. Solo block for Bailey Hubbard. And the Saints have tied it at 14 here in set number 1. And the Saints get over the hump now and get the lead. That's Kruta. Domino mishitting, but kept alive by Pavlicek, but Domino will, unforced error, will hit it into the net. And a 1-point lead and a timeout, Houston Tillotson. Saints come back, take the lead at 15-14. We'll take a break. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back, everybody. Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University. Mike Thompson here with you. Saints with a 1-point lead, 15-14 here in set number 1 against the Rams of Houston Tillotson from up the road in Austin, Texas. This Red River Athletic Conference opener for both of these clubs. Crew to the serve. To serve is over. And that's going to be a service ace. 21 on the season now for Tiana Kruta. And the Saints with a 2-point advantage now at 16-14. Over the top. That's back, up and over. Kruta digs that up. Thomas back over to Ballesteros, and that's going to be net violation coming in. And let's try to see who came forward. Might have been Domino there. So the Saints take a 3-point advantage here now at 17-14. Kruta to serve. Over. Again, mishandled a bit there. Kept alive by Tillman. Domino will miss hit under the net. Point Saints a 4-point advantage off the unforced error. They're committed by Brianna Domino. And a second timeout coming here for Houston Tillotson here in this first set. 18-14. Saints with the lead. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back, everybody. Saints with a 4-point advantage. Here against Houston Tillotson. Up and over, Domino. Bustamante. Back around, kept alive there, that shot. Ballesteros over the top, coming in and not able to keep it off the floor is Pavlicek. And the Saints now, their lead has grown to 5. Gruta. The serve over. Up there by Tillman. Bustamante. Domino comes up, now playing middle. Now moves around to the left side. That's going to go into the net there. As you had forced error there by Ballesteros. That'll break the Saints' run now. Their lead down to 4 at 19-15. Elisa Garcia now to serve. Garcia up and over. Thomas sets back for Rivetta. And 2 touches. On the error there, the violation coming from Garcia. 5-point lead as Anissa Rivetta will send it over. Domino blocked at the net. As that was Ballesteros and Hubbard teaming up on that one. 6-point advantage now for the Saints. 21-15 as Domino coming off the floor for the first time. Rivetta. Garcia. And into the net. Unforced error there by Tatiana Tyson. And the Saints with a 7-point lead here, set number 1. Rivetta's serve is over. Garcia sets forward, and that's going to be in right on the line there. Put down by DeAndre. And the Rams back to within 6 of the Saints. As Rivetta is coming out. And coming in is now going to be Ashley Maldonado. Cassani Horse comes in. Just her 4th match of the year. Sneaks that one up and over. It was Thomas, but ready for it was the Rams. Over, and that's going to be down. Point down on the kill by Thompson. And the Saints lead is down to 5. Domino back in. Domino to serve. Is coming out is going to be Horace. Up and over the top. Marquez. Thomas sets up for Hubbard. Hubbard off the fingertips of the defender. No! I thought it had gone off the fingertips there of DeAndre, but apparently not. And so it's going to be a point for the Rams, who now trail by 4. 3-point run coming here. Thomas, that's all the way across. Ballesteros over the top. Kept alive there. As Tyson's shot, not going to be able to keep alive there. And the Rams keep it going. 4 in a row now for the Rams as the Saints lead has been cut down to 3. Domino over the top. Marquez. Thomas. The top. Ballesteros. Shot sent back. Up there. Over Hubbard. Kept alive Domino. Garcia. Around. Sent back. Not able to keep alive there. As Sarah Thompson. Hard shot there and a tough one there for Esparza. 2-point lead. Timeout call by the Saints. 5 in a row for Houston Tillotson. We'll take a break. 22-20 Saints lead. Set number 1. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University. Saints with a 22-20 lead here as Domino ready to keep her serve going here. 5 in a row now have been scored by Houston Tillotson. Thomas back over to Hubbard. Hubbard puts it down in front of Domino. So the junior from Helotes makes her presence known with a big, powerful shot there to give the Saints a 3-point lead now. As Kalani Ketchens now to serve. Ketchens serve over. Garcia sets around, push back. Thomas sneaks it over the top, kept alive by Tillman, pushed back over by Gaines. All the way across Fazio, blocked at the net and put down as DeAndre and Tyson put that one in. So it was DeAndre who put that shot over, as now Gaines checking back in. 23-21 now. Tillman up and over. Marquez, Thomas, Hubbard, and a blocking error off of Gaines and Thompson, and set point for the Saints now. Up and over, Tillman. Garcia pushes around, sent over by Tyson, kept alive for a moment. Maldonado just past the reach. Still set point for the Saints, 24-22 now. As Annabelle Bustamante into serve now for Houston Tillotson. Up and oh, Ketchens, Thomas sneaks up, Krucha puts it down, Domino. Great job to keep it alive. Bustamante just sends it over, free ball. Back it goes, Krucha again, off the hands of Gaines, and set number 1 go to the Saints, 25-22. We'll take a break. We'll be back with set number 2 here in a moment. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back, everybody. Saints take the first set, 25-22. Saints good set, 12 kills apiece in that first set for the teams. Saints 226 attack percentage, 057 for Houston Tillotson. Both teams with 12 assists. Both teams with 12 digs. 2 aces for Houston Tillotson, 1 for the Saints. And 2 blocks there, 1 solo, and total 4 blocks there for Houston Tillotson. And 2 for the Saints there. We'll double check that there. Saints leaders right now at the end of the first set. Sadie Ballesteros 4 kills along with Bailey Hubbard leading the team. Behind her, Tihana Krucha finished with 3. 1 coming in from Natalie Fazio here in that first set. Second set about to get underway from Maybe Gymnasium. The Red River Athletic Conference opener for both these teams. And a matchup here in this Red River Athletic Conference. Saints 23-1 all-time against Houston-Tillotson. Only loss came last year at Houston-Tillotson. Saints were able to avenge that last year with a 5-set thriller here at home towards the end of the year. Did not get to meet in the conference tournament. The Saints were knocked out by Wiley College. As Houston-Tillotson went on to face Wiley College in the championship game of the conference tournament here in San Antonio last year. Wiley came away with a victory in that one and advanced to the national tournament. As now, Anissa Thomas to serve for the Saints here to start set number 2. Bustamante back, tries to toss it over there, kind of awkwardly over to Gaines, sent it behind her shoulder, and the Saints with a 1-0 lead here to start set number 2. Thomas to serve. 1-0 Saints. Thomas' serve is over. Kept alive by Tillman. Bustamante. Back, the shot blocked up in the air. The shot from Thompson. Thomas around Rivetta. Rivetta blocked back down again by Gaines. Bustamante ahead. Gaines over the top. Nice dig there comes from Ketchens. Rivetta back on the other side. Tillman sets up for Tyson. Blocked back down. The shot there from Garza blocked by the Saints, and Saints with a 2-0 lead. That's a good job coming over there from Fazio and Kruta. Thomas sends the serve over sharply. Back over the top, Kruta. Nice job to put that back over. Jousting at the net, and Kruta comes away with the win on that one. 3-0 Saints now. Thomas, and that'll be a service error. So the Saints kind of lucked out there as going back for it. Brianna Domino was going to try and go for it, but she stumbled and brought her hand down to catch her balance, and that kept her from touching the ball, and the ball went out for the service error. Thomas to Kruta, off the blocking error there by Garza. And 4-1 now Saints lead. Sadie Ballesteros will check back in. And Natalie Fazio to serve. The senior from Plato. Up over the top there, Tillman. Bustamante head, Gaines with a lot of power. Puts that one down, and 4-2 now the Saints lead. And the serve over. Esparza, Thomas, Kruta. Kept alive there by Chapman. Domino sends it over. Thomas will sit back Rivera. Blocked back by Domino. Back again. Rivera over the top. Put by Garza. Ahead now Domino again. Marquez. Thomas across over to Ballesteros. Domino put it back up. Bustamante. Garza. Marquez. Thomas again. Rivera off the fingertips, kept alive, and now put up and over there by Pavlicek, and that's going to catch the antenna and point for the Saints as it caught the antenna on the far side. So Tejana Kruta down to serve. Marquez, the libero, will come out as Bailey Hubbard checking back in now for the Saints. Saints a 5-2 lead. Serve is over. Kept alive. And Domino loads up, but blocked back and rejected by Rivera and Hubbard. As Domino, a nice swing on there, but Rivera and Hubbard not having it at the net. And that's going to be a service error. And that's going to be 4 of them now here in the match. So 6-3 the score. So Garcia comes in to serve for the Rams. And Tyson checking back in now for HT. And Garcia's serve is over. Rivetta, Thomas pushes back Ballesteros. Ballesteros is kept alive Tillman, and now Tyson puts it over. Thomas sets up again there. Rivera swings and puts it on the floor. 7-3, Saints lead now. And the 11th assist there for Thomas. Over the top, nicely dug up by Marquez. Back around by Esteros, blocking error. Coming there from Tyson and from DeAndre. And it's 8-3, Saints with a 5-point lead. Timeout HT. Saints lead 8-3. Set number 2, up 1-0. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back. Saints with a 8-3 lead here as Rivera still serving. Up top, sent back by Thomas, finds the back corner. 9-3 lead now for the Saints. Over the side, kept it alive, but not able to get it over there. It's Tyson. And a 10-3 lead now for the Saints here in set number 2. Rivera serve. Over the top there. Pavlicek now Garcia. Domino over the top. Rivera there. Thomas all the way across the Ballesteros, and Ballesteros off of Tillman. And an 8-point lead now at 11-3, and another timeout for Houston Tillotson. As Coach Dan Banke will take his team off to the corner now to talk about things. So we'll take a quick break. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. Mike Thompson here, Saints with an 11-3 lead over the Rams of Houston Tillotson University from Austin, Texas. Here in this Red River Athletic Conference opener for both these teams. Two of the top 3 teams in the preseason coaches. Vic, and there at the net, Ballesteros. We'll send it back down to the Saints now, the lead at 9. Tillotson, preseason number 1, Saints preseason number 3. And that's put down. Yeah, swinging hard on that was DeAndre. And the Saints lead is at 8. Pavlicek will come out. And Tiara Thompson will come on. So Brianna Domino here for the serve. Up and over. As Thomas puts it around. Garcia back, popped up there, the shot from Tyson. Thomas back around Hubbard. Hubbard kept alive Tillman. Domino puts it high, coming back there, and that's going to be stopped at the net by Hubbard from the shot there from Thompson. Saints lead is back at 9, 13-4. Kalani Ketchens comes back in. Fazio back in as well. Fazio will be at the net. As Ketchens up and over. Tillman. Garcia sets over. Blocked at the net by Hubbard. Thomas back around Fazio. Popped up there. Domino will keep it alive. Up and over is Tyson. Thomas. Hubbard over the top. Reaching and going under the net is Tillman. Saints lead is double figures now at 14-4. Garcia, that's ahead as that one shot underneath. As a strong hit from Tiara Thompson. Tillotson back to within 9 now, trailing 14-5. As Mir Tillman to serve. Tillman's over. Maldonado. Thomas. Hubbard puts it down. Bailey Hubbard. 15-5, Saints have it. Bailey Hubbard, 6 kills now here in the match. Over the top, Marquez. Domino. Garcia around as Tyson off the blocking error from Fazio. And a 9-point lead for the Saints, 15-6. Savannah Garza checks back in. And Annabelle Bustamante will check back in. Bustamante back to serve. Over the top, Ketchens. Thomas sets around. Krucha blocks back at the net as a nice job there. I believe that's a solo block from Thompson. And it's going to be 15-7 now. Bustamante serve. Bustamante's serve is up and over. Thomas around to Fazio. Fazio loads up and blocked at the net by Garza and Gaines. 15-8 now. It's Bustamante. Tillotson starting to get on a little bit of a run here. Up and over the top. Up there by Maldonado. Thomas over to Kruta. Kept alive by Thompson. Bustamante back Garza. Garza's going to go on the line. And point for the Rams now 15-9. 4 in a row now for Houston Tillotson. Up on the top, Bustamante, Maldonado. Thomas sets up for Kruta. Kept back at the net, not able to get over. Blocking error from Gaines and Thompson. 16-9. Thomas checks in, will be serving. And coming out is Maldonado. Rivera in at the net with Kruta and Fazio. Thomas' serve is over. Kept alive there by Thompson. Tillman. Thompson comes back to send it over. Fazio digs that one up. Back over to Fazio. Sends it over the top. Thompson slides for the dig. Back around now comes Garza. Garza sends it, finds the back corner. 16-10, Saints lead. So coming in now, Danielle Pavlicek will come in to serve. Back, kept alive, Rivera. Ketchens back, Tillman. Bustamante sneaks over. Marquez. Thomas around. Rivera over the top, blocking error, point Saints. 17-10 now. So Natalie Fazio now coming to serve. As Ketchens will come out. As Sadie Ballesteros in. Fazio serve over. Tillman doing everything to keep that alive. Domino over the top and not able to dig that one up. Marquez, point for Domino. As coming to serve. K.I. Chapman will send that into the net. Service error. In for the serve and back out now. Saints lead is 18-11. Sienna Kruta the serve now. Over the top. Bustamante sets up the top, kept alive there. Rivera. Thomas will just put it over the top, blocked at the net. There by DeAndre. As the Saints left with nothing by giving a free one back there. As Tyson's checked back in, Garcia back in. Garcia to serve here for the Rams. Over the top, Garcia. Rivera. Thomas at the top, hit at the net, coming over the top on the violation there was DeAndre, and so it's going to be a point for the Saints at 19-12. Rivera sends a serve into the net, service error. And that is, actually that's going to be number 4 for they're saying here for the Saints. Actually, I think that's number 5 for the Saints. So Domino to serve. As Hubbard back in. Domino over the top. Service error for Houston Tillotson. So Houston Tillotson with 2 service errors now in the match. And the Saints lead is 7-20-13. So Ballesteros and Esparza out. Fazio and Ketchens in. Ketchens to serve. Ketchens up and over. Tillman, Garcia on the near side, 2 touches and violation on Houston Tillotson, and an 8-point lead for the Saints, who've led us by as many as 10 here in the second set. Over the top, Ketchens, Domino. Garcia will set up and put over the top there by DeAndre. From the back comes Maldonado to put it ahead, and there's again violation, 2 touches coming from the sophomore Garcia. 9-point advantage now. Ketchens still serving. Ketchens serve is over. Domino. Back there, set there by Tyson as Barrett has come in as center for Tillotson. And that's going to bind the back. And point for the kill there for Natalie Fazio. As Fazio picking up her 3rd kill of the match, and the Saints with a 10-point lead again here in the second set. Over the top, and service error for Ketchens. 23-14 now the score. As so Mir Tillman to serve. Tillman up and over. Thomas back to Hubbard. Hubbard. And that catches and point for the Saints that sends that into the divider up top. And the Saints set point here in set number 2 for the Saints, trying to go up 2-0. Marquez up and over. No, not over. Catches the top of the tape and another service error. Number 7 now the match for the Saints. So Bustamante in to serve. Gaines at the net, along with Garza and Thompson for Tillotson. Maldonado. Thomas sends across to Fazio. Over the top, Thompson. Bustamante, Thompson back at the net and blocking error coming there from Kruta, and point for Houston Tillotson. Back to with an 8 now. Still set point, 24-16. Set number 2. Saints up 1-0. Bustamante serve. Maldonado. Thomas sticks it over the top and going to go wide. And a point there for the Rams. 7-point lead, Saints. Bustamante over. Ketchens. Thomas. Round Fazio. Fazio sent down, blocking error. Point Saints. Saints take set number 2. 25-17. Lead 2 sets to nothing. We'll take a break. Set number 3. Saints trying to close them out. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Old Saints Network at KSAT.com. Welcome back to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady Lake University in San Antonio, Texas, just outside downtown on the west side of San Antonio. It's Our Lady Lake University taking on Houston Tillotson University out of Austin, Texas. It's Red River Athletic Conference matchup. Saints up 2-0 against the preseason #1 team in the Red River. As the Saints taking the first set 25-22, second set 25-17. Saints a 279 attack percentage for the match. Houston Tillotson 091. 25 kills for the Saints, 22 for Tillotson. 22 assists for the Saints, 20 for Houston Tillotson. Both teams with 25 digs. Two aces for the Rams, one for the Saints here. And the leaders tonight right now in kills. The leader, Bailey Hubbard, with 8 now in the match. 6 for Sadie Ballesteros. The fab freshman right now, 4 apiece for Tihana Kruta and Natalie Fazio. 2 coming in from Anissa Rivera and 1 for Anissa Thomas. Anissa Thomas also right now in the game, 19 assists. And now over 300 assists on the season, as she is closing in on that mark of all-time assist leader in team history. Is the junior from San Antonio. As getting ready to start things now as Valencia Barrett sends the serve in. Thomas ahead to Rivera. Rivera back. Barrett sets up and sent down, and good by DeAndre. And Houston Tillotson takes the first point of set number 3, 1-0. '25th meeting all time between these two. The Saints have taken 23 of the previous 24. Kruta puts that one down right in front of Thompson, and Thompson nothing to do with it there. We're tied at 1. Natalie Fazio coming in, will be serving, and coming in is Sadie Ballesteros. Fazio up and over. Domino, Barrett back over to Domino, off the top there, kept alive as Marquette, and back around, Marquette again, getting it over the top, there's Kruta. Barrett across to Domino. Domino winds up and puts that one through as Marquez not able to do anything with that one. 2-1 now, Houston Tillotson with the lead. As Esparza will check in, out comes Fazio. Esparza, Marquez, and Ballesteros on the back line. Over the top, push back down, and Marquez another great dig. All the way out, Ballesteros. Over the top, sit around, and off the shoulder of Ballesteros is the shot there from Tyson. And 3-1, Houston Tillotson leads here in set number 3. Saints up 2-0. And now Domino to serve. Domino up and over. Thomas. Ballesteros back. Kept alive Tillman. Barrett around over to Thompson is long and point Saints. Saints trail by 1, 3-2. As Kruta around to serve now. It's Marquez coming out. Hubbard in. Over the top, Kruta. Domino. Barrett sets up for Thompson back, and Thompson will send it long, and actually going to be touched. A blocking error at the net has caught a piece of the hand there, and so a 2-point lead for Tillotson. As Mir Tillman to serve. Tillman shot up and over. Thomas, back Rivera. Rivera winds up, back over Barrett now. Thompson sends it over. Thomas sneaks it back towards the corner. Domino there for it. Barrett over to Thompson. Thompson is on the line and good. At 5-2. Houston Tillotson with the lead here in set 3. Tillman serve. Marquez. Thomas, and Bailey Hubbard is going to go wide with it. So Bailey Hubbard will have a an error on just her third error now tonight on 11 attacks. And that's away though, 7-2 in favor of Houston Tillotson, and a timeout Saints. 7-2, Tillotson leads. You're watching Saints volleyball on the Olu Saints Network at ksat.com. And welcome back to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady Lake University. 7-2, Houston Tillotson with the lead here in set number 3. Trailing 2-0 to the Saints here. Thomas, back Rivera, sent back down by Thompson. Thomas around, Hubbard to send it over, off the top of the fingertips, and point for the Saints. Saints back to within 4 now, trailing 7-3. Anissa Rivera to serve. The senior from El Paso. The serve up and over, Tillman. Barrett all the way across to Thompson, over the top. Kept alive for a moment, but not able to get there by Esteros. As a nice effort from Esparza. Maldonado checks back in now. Rivera coming out. Tyson is out, Ballesteros is in, Garza is in, and Barrett is out for Tillotson. Barrett's serve is over. Thomas, as Hubbard's shot goes down. 9 kills now for Bailey Hubbard, or actually 10 now. She is in double figures. As 10 kills on 13 attempts now. 8-4, Saints trail by 4, Tillman. Bustamante. Thompson gets that down in front of Ketchens. So a 5-point lead now for Tillotson. As in to serve now. Coming in there is Chapman. Up and over at the top. Domino puts it back. Kept alive. Maldonado is going to be as a violation, net violation coming up there for the Saints. And so a 6-point lead now for Tillotson. Thomas sets back Hubbard. Hubbard kept alive, Bustamante. Tillman. Garza over the top, in between defenders, point Houston Tillotson. And a timeout going to be called by the Saints. They're trailing here in set number 3, 11-4. We'll take a break. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and ksat.com. And welcome back, everybody. 11-4, Houston Tillotson leads here in set number 3. Saints, though, have a 2-0 lead. Chapman still serving. As waiting here is getting a little sweat there off the floor. Now back underway. We go. Thomas across Fazio. Off the fingertips. Gain escapes it, and a nice job by Domino to keep the play alive, and Fazio not able to get there and get a clean hit to keep it going. And so now an 8-point lead for Houston Tillotson. We saw the Saints storm out in set number 2. Now Tillotson storming out in set 3. Thomas Hubbard over the top. Just over the reach of Domino and not able to slide in there is Tillman, and the Saints trail by 7. So Alyssa Marquez now to serve. Marquez, a sophomore from Albuquerque, came into tonight's game leading the team in digs with 94. And so far tonight, Marquez with 9 digs. So over the 100 dig mark for the season. Cross to Domino, and Domino puts it down in front of Ketchens. So Domino picks up her 7th kill now. And Bustamante, actually, I'm sorry, not Bustamante. Pavlicek will check in to serve. She'll send that over. Thomas. And Tihana Kruta puts that one down. At 13-6, Saints trail it. Anissa Thomas to serve. Anissa Rivera in. Thomas over the top, kept alive Tillman. Bustamante over to Domino. Domino over the top, nicely dug up by Thomas. Across to Rivera. Rivera sent back at the net. The block coming from DeAndre and Domino. 8-point lead for Houston Tillotson. As Barrett comes back in and Tyson will come back in. Barrett to serve. Barrett, the sophomore from Lamar, gets it over. Thomas, a piece of it. Domino keeps it alive. Tillman now, and came over the top of the net. They're saying there, and point for Tillotson. Their 9-point lead now. Ketchens, Thomas sends it up. Krucha kind of mistimes the jump, but keeps it going. Thomas across. Rivera sends it wide, mishitting off the side of her hand there. And now both teams have led by at least 10. Have led by at least 10 at one point in this match now. 16-6, Rams. Ketchens. Thomas back over to Fazio. Fazio sent down, blocking air on Domino, and point Saints. So Sadie Ballesteros will come back in now as Fazio to serve. Fazio with the serve over. Kept up there. Domino now. Domino over. Marquez digs it. Fazio over the top. Kept alive by Barrett. Tillman back to Domino. Domino up and over. Not able to kept alive by Ballesteros off the side of the block there from Kruta. As Sparza checks in for the Saints now as Fazio comes out and Domino to serve. 10-point lead, 17-7 for Houston Tillotson. Back and goes and down, and it hits the floor. 18-7 now. That's over the top. Kruta pushes it over. Barrett, Thompson, back, up in the air, into the basketball goal, lifted up there, and it's going to be a point for the Rams, 19-7. Over the top. Thomas, not able to get there, it's pushed over by DeAndre. 20-7 now, largest lead by any team in this match here. As Houston Tillotson looking like a completely different team here in this third set. Domino over the top. Thomas sets around Kruta. Tillman keeps it alive. Barrett, Thompson just sends a free one over. Back it goes. Thomas, Rivera puts it down. Anissa Rivera, her 3rd kill of the match now. And the Saints trail by 12. It's Tihana Kruta. The Saints have a lot of work to do if they want to close this out in 3. And that's going to be a service error. 3rd service error tonight by Kruta. That's 21-8 here. As Marquez in. Kruta out. As Tillman sends it, Marquez. Thomas, back Rivetta. Over the top, kept alive by Tyson. Barrett around to Thompson. Thompson sends it. Dug up nicely there by Esparza. Back around by Esteros. Tillman, Barrett. Thompson now over the top. Kept alive, and Marquez and not able to get it over. 22-8 now, Houston Tillotson. Thomas sets back Rivetta over the top of the fingertips. Tyson keeps it alive. Barrett around over to Gaines. Kept alive there. Up top, Esparza. Rivetta over the top. Gaines got a piece of it. Back around, Tyson into the net. Unforced error. Saints with the point there, trailing by 13 now. 22-9. Anissa Rivetta with the serve coming. Into the net, service error. 23-9 now. And that's service error number 8 now for the Saints tonight. Bustamante to serve now for the Rams. Annabelle Bustamante, the senior from Laredo, 2 hours south of here. Up and over. Thomas back over to Hubbard. Hubbard over the top of Gaines. Gaines pushes it back and blocked back by Hubbard. Back again it goes. Kept alive there by the Saints as now Ballesteros sends it over. Bustamante across to Thompson. It's blocked back up at the net. Gaines back again. Bustamante sets up. Thompson further back. Dug up there by Esparza. Ballesteros sitting back over by Marquez. Bustamante. Garza over the top and it'll be catch the top and the blocking error on the Saints. Set point Rams. Over the top there, Bustamante. Thomas will set up near side over to Ballesteros. Dug up there. It's going to be a point for the Saints. On the violation. Still set point for Tillotson. Saints need to score 14 in a row here. And Hubbard puts it down. Bailey Hubbard. 12 kills now for Bailey Hubbard on 16 attempts. Over the top. And not able to put it, and that's going to go down for Thompson. Set number 3 goes to Houston Tillotson with ease, 25-11. Saints lead 2 sets to 1. We'll switch sides, go to set 4. And we'll take a break. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back, Maybe Gymnasium. Saints with a 2-1 lead here against Houston Tillotson. Tillotson winning that third set, 25-11. Attack percentage, or kills for the match, Houston Tillotson 39 now, Saints 33. Saints 237 attack percentage, 219 for Tillotson. 34 assists for Tillotson, 30 for the Saints, 36 digs Saints, 45 for Houston Tillotson. 4 aces for Tillotson, 1 for the Saints. Saints in matches that go to 4 sets are 52 and 39 all time. As we're here in this 4th set now, if they can come away with the win. Well, they've won out of, better way I guess to put that, 91 times now. This is the 92nd match the Saints have gone to 4 sets, and they've won 52 of the previous 91. So Marquez here to serve for the Saints here in set number 4. Barrett back over and put down by Tyson, but kept alive, dug up by Thomas. Rivetta into the net, by Esteros. With the unforced error. As Thompson checks back in for Tillotson. Domino to serve. 1-0 Houston Tillotson, set 4. Domino into the net. Just the second service error for Houston Tillotson tonight. Compared to the Saints, who have 8 now. Nisa Rivetta to serve, tied at 1 here, set 4. And there, number 9. That just comes at the most inopportune time. And actually, there's no good time for that. 2-1. Tillotson leads now. Tillman over, Marquez. Thomas, back around over to Ballesteros. Blocking error, point Saints. As it deflects off the reach there of Tyson. 2 all the score. Fazio checks in, along with Ketchens. Out is Esparza and Ballesteros. Ketchens serve. Tillman mishitting, but Domino there to keep it alive. And Tyson into the net. Unforced error, 3-2. And that was the problem of Tillotson in the first 2 sets. Were unforced errors. And starting off the second set with those. Or this 4th set, I'm sorry. Barrett across over to Thompson. Sends it long. And point for the Saints. Another unforced error. 3rd now, and 4-2. Saints lead it. Ketchens the serve. Ketchens the junior from San Antonio. And another service error, number 10. So double figures in service errors for the Saints in 2 matches in a row. 4-3 the score. As Savannah Garza checks in, and Annabelle Bustamante as well for Houston Tillotson. And Bustamante to serve. Bustamante up and over. Kept alive Ketchens to dig that one. Hubbard sends out wide, unforced error on the Saints. And we're tied at 4. 4-4 here in set number 4. Saints up 2-1. And a rotation violation on Houston Tillotson. As not moving around there. They're on the front there, and so the violation and point for the Saints now, 5-4. And miss hit, and that's going to be a service ace for Bailey Hubbard. So Bailey Hubbard picking up the ace, and that's her first of the season. And that's going to be a service error. So number 11 now for the Saints tonight. Saints with a 6-5 lead. Garcia to serve. Haven't seen her much as they took her out after a couple of double touches. And that's down point. Natalie Fazio on the kill. So Natalie Fazio picking up kill number 6 now. Chapman checks in for Tillotson. Should be playing in the back as Thomas is served. Up and over. Chapman keeps that going, and that's going to be sent back over the Tillotson bench. And point for the Saints, a 3-point lead here, set number 4. Bustamante to Domino. Nicely dug up there by Marquez. Fazio loads up, brought him back. Domino keeps it going. Bustamante back to Domino, and Domino off the deflection of the blockers, and a point for the Rams. 8-6, Saints lead. Pavlicek to serve. Over the top. And Thomas, and over the top of the net, the violation. Second time DeAndre's been caught on that, and a 3-point lead now for the Saints at 9-6. Fazio in to serve. The senior from Plano. Up over the top there. Bustamante sets up for Domino. Domino at the left foot of Natalie Fazio puts a down point, and a 2-point lead now for the Saints. As Barrett comes in to serve, Tyson will be at the net. So Barrett, the sophomore from Lamarck, sends it over. Set up, and Ravetta's going to go long on it. Unforced error. Anissa Rivera, the senior from El Paso, having a bit of an off night. An 0.59 attack percentage so far tonight. Esparza. Thomas sets up for Kruta, and Kruta goes long. Back-to-back unforced errors, and we're tied at 9 here in set number 4. So Barrett to serve, up over the top. Kept alive by Esteros, and Rivetta off the top there, off the fingertips of DeAndre and Domino, and Tillman not able to keep it alive. Saints back up by 1. So, Alyssa Marquez, the sophomore from Albuquerque, to serve. Up and over the top. Pushed up around over to Domino. Domino off the blocking error at the net by Rivera and Hubbard, and we're tied at 10. Domino back to serve. Domino's had a couple of long serves coming, where she served for a while back in set number 2 and again in set number 3. The Saints see if they can get her off the line there. Back it goes, and down is Sadie Ballesteros. So Ballesteros puts that one in. And kill number 8. And service error number 12 now for the Saints. So Tillman to serve. Set up, Thomas, Hubbard, right into Barrett. Kept alive, Domino, Thompson, unforced error into the net. So Ketchens in to serve, Fazio back of the net, Esparza out along with Ballesteros. And Ballesteros, another good night for the freshman so far here. And point Saints now, 13-11. Barrett pushes back over to Tyson, and nothing Marquez or Maldonado could do with that one. The Rams back to within 1 here. Garza and Bustamante back in for the Rams as out come Barrett and Tyson as Bustamante to serve. Bustamante serve over Maldonado. Thomas pushes back over to Hubbard. Hubbard unforced error, and point, we're tied at 13. Tied at 13 here on Friday the 13th here in this 4th set. Bustamante up and over, and again they did not rotate properly, did Houston Tillotson. Out of position there, and Saints with a 14-13 lead. Twice here in this fourth set that has happened. And that's another service error, number 13 now for the Saints. And we're tied at 14. So Garcia in to serve. Got the live Maldonado. Thomas. Fazio sends it back up at the net, sent back by Tillotson. Across Fazio again, and that's going to be blocking error on Houston Tillotson, and point Saints 15-14. Anissa Thomas and Anissa Rivetta to check back in. Thomas to serve. Thomas up and over. As Chapman and Tillman not communicating, and a service ace for Anissa Thomas. Fifth ace of the night for the Saints. And a timeout, Houston Tillotson. As Anissa Thomas with her second ace tonight. 4 aces in the last 2 matches. We'll take a break. Saints up by 2 in set number 4. Up 2-1. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back to Maybe Gymnasium, here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady Lake University. Mike Thompson up here with you with Lena Wilson, Patience Oakbay, helping with the broadcast here tonight as Anissa Thomas serve is over. Domino, Tillman going to send back a freebie for the Saints. Thomas back around Rivetta. Rivetta off a Chapman, point Saints. 17-14 now. And Anissa Rivetta has been struggling a bit tonight. Picks up her 5th kill now. And that will help the average there on the attack percentage. Around over to Domino. Punch back there, sent back over though. Domino. Bustamante back over and blocked. Shot by Kruta. The sophomore from Montenegro puts that one back down from Gaines. Gaines, 19th in the country in solo blocks, gets blocked there by Kruta. 18-14. Back Garza, dug up by Marquez. Thomas. And they say violation, 2 touches. And a point for the Rams on the violation. 18-15 now. As Pavlicek will check back in now for Tillotson as she sends that one over. As lack of communication on that one there for the Saints between Ketchens and Rivetta, and the service ace for Pavlicek. And that is service ace number 6 now for Tillotson tonight. And again, kind of not communicating, but get away with it. Krucha over the top. Gets it out of the floor. 7 now for Krucha. And the lead is 13. Sadie Ballesteros checks back in now for the Saints. Natalie Fazio to serve. The senior from Plano. Up over the top there. Kept alive Domino. Domino back, sends it over the top. And not able to get the dig is Fazio. Tillotson back to within 2 here. So Esparza checks back in. Fazio will come out. As Barrett and Tyson check in for Tillotson. Thomas sets up Rivetta over the top. Did it catch the top? And point for Houston Tillotson. As the Saints saying it caught a defender's fingertips. And so a timeout going to be called by the Saints. Saints lead is at 1, 19-18 here. Set number 4 up 2-1. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back. 1918. Saints lead it. Set number 4. 2 sets to 1. App over the top there. Set up by Ballesteros to Rivetta. Rivetta, unforced error. We're tied at 19. So Barrett, the serve for the Rams. And a service error. Number 5 now for Tillotson. Tillotson came into this 4th set with just 1 service error in the match. They've got 4 in this set alone. Krucha to serve. 20-19 and a service error right back. 14 for the match now for the Saints. We're tied at 20. As Domino now to serve. Brianna Domino, 12 kills tonight, a .222 attack percentage, and a service ace. Her second service ace of the night, and that will give her 9 now on the season. And another timeout as Tillotson takes the lead here, 21-20 here in set 4. Saints up 2 sets 1. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. Houston Tillotson leads here in this 4th set. Saints lead 2 sets to 1. Looked like the Saints were going to run away with it as they took the first 2 sets. Tillotson stormed back. And that 3rd set and now have come back in this 4th. Thomas around to Hubbard. Tillman keeps it alive. Thompson back the other way. Dug up by Esparza. Rivetta and this touched. A touch there at the line for Tillotson. We're tied at 21. Maldonado to serve. Maldonado sends it over and a service ace. 5th of the season for Maldonado. Saints take the lead 22-21. And a timeout called by Houston Tillotson. Saints back up front, 22-21, up 2 sets to 1. As we take a break, you're watching Saints Volleyball on the Olu Saints Network and KSAT.com. Gymnasium. Fans having a good time tonight. Saints up by 1. Let's keep that good time going and get this away with a win. Up 22-21 in the fourth set, leading 2 sets to 1 here against Houston Tillotson. Up and another service error. 15 now tonight. And the Saints, if they look back at anything, if they don't come away with this one, that's a big one. 15. So Tillman up and over, tied at 22. Thomas sneaks it over the top. Point for the Saints. 23-22 now. Kalani Ketchens will check back in. Natalie Fazio in as well. Ketchens up and over. Tillman kept alive there, coming over Thompson. Over the top. Ketchens keeps it alive. Thomas sets up Fazio. Fazio back. Tillman just getting over is Thompson. There. Maldonado. Thomas sets up Hubbard. Hubbard over the top. Punching it over as Gators. Point Saints. Match point for the Saints. 24-22. Trying to knock off and get the upset here of Houston Tillotson. Up the top over. And the service ace. Saints win it. Saints win. The Saints come away with the upset. 25-22 in that last one. Wins it 25-22 first set. Second set 25-17. Drop the third 11-25 and take that last one. 25-22. Saints go to 8-1, tying their best start since 2015 when the team started 14-1. Now 8-1 on the season. Saints get their 98th all-time win here at Mabee Gymnasium. Coach Scott Materas now 108-94 in his career. And the Saints get the big victory. 228 the final attack percentage for the Saints, 198 for Houston Tillotson. Saints finished with 43 kills, 39 assists, 42 digs, 6 aces in the match. Bailey Hubbard, 13 kills tonight, a 368 attack percentage for the junior from Helotes. Behind her, the super freshman Sadie Ballesteros with 8 kills again tonight after 7 last night. Also, on Tuesday, Fazio comes in. Natalie Fazio, 8 kills. 6 kills for Tiana Cruta. 6 kills for Anissa Rivera. 2 for Anissa Thomas. And the Saints with 7 aces tonight, or 6 aces tonight. None more than Kalani Ketchens, who picked up 2 on the night. So that's going to do it for us tonight. That's going to do it for tonight. Saints win it. They go to 8-1 overall. 1-0 in conference place, first place. After the upset of Houston Tillotson. Saints win it. We'll be back again on Tuesdays. Saints soccer taking on St. Mary's Halo Cup. We'll have that for you. For more information, go to the website www.olosaintsAthletic.com. And so, for Patience Oakbay and Lena Wilson, myself to say so long, everybody. We'll see you next time.